Assalamu alaikum and good morning, everyone. Let's call the meeting to order, Nurul.
Sure.
Sure.
Firstly, let me thank all of you for being punctual for today's meeting despite your busy schedule. As all of you are aware, this is our second meeting to discuss our proposal about activities in assisting children and youth due to COVID-19, flood, and academic downturn. In today's agenda, our main concern will be the fundraising and improve reading habits among the children and youth. Before we start, could I remind all of you that I'm planning to get through this by 1 p.m.?
Mr. Azizul, will we have enough time?
Yes, certainly hope we can if all of us keep to the agenda closely. Miss Aima, are there any apologies for today's meeting?
No, Mr. Azizul. All of the committee members present today.
Good, noted on that. Before we begin, let's first look at our previous meeting's minute. Miss Aima, does everyone have a copy?
Yes, Mr. Azizul. The minutes have been distributed to everyone earlier.
Good. I hope everyone please take a look at the minutes. Okay, are there any amendments to be made?
Yes, Mr. Azizul. I think there is a slight error at the time of the meeting start. The time should on 9 a.m.
Indeed. Thank you for pointing that out. Miss Aima, please take note of that.
Yes, Mr. Azizul. Thank you, Ms. Afaf, for the rectification. I will make a necessary action.
Is there anything else?
Yes, Mr. Azizul, I feel there is an error in the year of last meeting. It should be on 2022, not 2021.
Indeed. Thank you for pointing that out. Miss Aima, please take note of that too.
Yes, Mr. Azizul.
Are there any other amendments?
No, Mr. Azizul.
No.
In that case, would someone move that the minutes of the last meeting be accepted?
I propose the minutes to be accepted.
I second the motion.
Thank you all. Once the corrections are done, I will sign the minutes as the correct record. Before we proceed to our main agenda for today, are there any matters from our previous meeting to be brought up?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We are yet to resolve the issue of finding suppliers to allocate good, cheap and quality gadgets immediately before our program begins.
So, could you give us the report on your findings so far as to get the suppliers based on our current economic downturn?
Okay, Mr. Azizul. Based on my marketing experience and research, I would like to recommend to take from 3 suppliers close to our company so that we can easily contact them physically. Well, I am glad to inform you that there are 3 suppliers around Rawang Center, such as...
I am totally opposed to the motion because in the previous meeting, you state that the gadget only from one supplier. If we take from many suppliers, we have to take much time to handle it.
Ms. Husaini, I appreciate your point of view here, but could we allow Ms. Afaf to complete what she has to say about her findings first?
Sure.
Okay, I'm sorry to say that from my research, we have running out of time before our program starts. Instead, we have to find immediately the suppliers that have ready stock for gadgets, such as laptops, smartphones, and Android tablets. Therefore, I suggest we have a deal between 3 suppliers who are able to provide us some of the gadgets with the best quality in short period of time. At the same time, very affordable and reasonable for us to buy.
I am fully in favor of the motion. It is because we do not want to take a risk if the gadgets that we want to afford the effort are not ready in stock. Therefore, negotiating from more suppliers is the best idea.
Could you specify which suppliers are available to provide gadgets, Ms. Afaf?
Yes, surely. They can be Loyat Gadget Center, Imika Empire Center Berhad, and GC Gadget Werawang, where there are various kind of laptops, Android tablets, and smartphones for students among the children and youth.
Agreed. Any other suggestion?
I seconded the proposal.
Alright then. I see no objection to that. Ms. Afaf, could you please inform Ms. Aima the details to be included in the proposal on the suppliers of the gadgets?
Yes, certainly, Mr. Azizul.
Okay, moving on to the main agenda. Our first item is how to raise funds in facing COVID-19, flood, and economic downturn. Everyone, any ideas?
Yes, I think by holding book sales promotion from our company will raise up to funds, specifically for the affected victims.
I seconded the motion. So why not we increase our sale proceeds that we give the needy from 10% to 30% to show that we care for children and youth. I would like to suggest a video to publish among society, and it will be amazing if we put some programs in the video. By doing this, we will certainly create a huge positive impact on society, and indirectly we can increase our funds.
Are you kidding me? Giving 30% of our net profit for charity, don't you think it's way too unrealistic in terms of cost to the company? I totally disagree with this idea.
Ms. Husaini, money is not everything. You have been talking about the cost and money since this project has started. Don't you know we have to look beyond that in the long run to balance between profits and giving back to society?
Mr. Hazman, I have been working in finance for the last 15 years. Perhaps you should consider joining an NGO or work for charity instead. People will be pleased to have you there.
Both of you come along. Although both of you have difference in opinion, let us maintain our professionalism and get back to the issue at hand on the agenda. I would like to hear another opinion on this matter. What do you think, Ms. Aima?
In my opinion, in the past 5 years, sales and marketing department had been initiated a program where RM from each book sold given to the orphanage NGO would make better sense. It shows that our company cares for all underprivileged children and youth.
I think that is more sensible idea as it is not one-off project but a continuous effort which may improve our company's image. Everyone, do you agree on Ms. Aima's statement?
Definitely yes. I'm the one who involved in the program.
Yes, it's true. I totally agree with Ms. Aima's statement. For me, it will be helpful in increasing our fundraising in our company to help children and youth.
That's brilliant. I totally support the idea of caring for children and youth, future generation for our country.
Okay, since everyone agreed, we can proceed this promotion during sales. Anything to add?
In my opinion, I would like to propose in organizing a book review program, and diffusely we can advertise other companies to contribute in Tinta mega project. Therefore, we can provide books and stationery for children and youth who are still studying.
Wow, it's awesome. I think it's a good idea and very interesting because some of them totally lost their books and some of them can't afford to buy reference books during this pandemic COVID-19.
Yes, I'm very agree.
I can see that everyone has come to a consensus. Can I have a show hands to prove that all of you agree to Mr. Hazman idea?
Yes, me.
Yes, me agree.
Yes, I agree.
Great. We proceed to our last agenda. Due to COVID-19 and academic downturn, they do not expose to reading and learning process. Therefore, affected their interest in reading. So, how to attract children and youth in reading books? Miss Afaf, do you have any idea?
Yes, surely. I suggest to hold mobile library carnival for children and youth. Most of children and youth cannot leave the house due COVID-19 and there are also those who can't afford to buy books. So this mobile library is to help them to read more without burdening them.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you. This mobile library usually is boring, especially for children and youth because they only read.
I thought as Mr. Hazman too. What is your solution, Miss Afaf?
In my point of view, the solution to attract children and youth is I plan to show some videos during mobile library carnival.
I amazed with your idea, but I want to ask what exactly the video that we want to show.
Thank you, Ms. Husaini. I would like to put some videos about our program and some movie related to children and youth. For example, cartoon, so that they will be attracted to reading in our mobile library.
Oh, I see. That was very amazing.
Alright then, I agree with this idea. So, everyone, is it all of you agreed?
Yes, Mr. Nizam.
Yes, Azizul.
Yes.
Good. Very cooperative, all of you today. So, we will proceed with other decision. Anybody else want to make a suggestion?
Yes, I have an idea. I would like to suggest to give them free ebook to children and youth who are affected because most of them actually love to read books, but they cannot afford it due to economic downturn.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you, Miss Aima. Doesn't it cost a lot? I think ebooks are too expensive due to set up a lot to create an ebook.
I think it is not a problem because we have Mr. Alexander, who's an expert staff in creating ebook software. He can create an ebook without hiring an outsider. Hence, it will save our budget.
Oh, okay. Then it's really good if we use our staff skill.
I think that is a good idea.
Yes, very interesting.
Good.
It seems everyone agreed. How about you, Mr. Afnan? Do you have any suggestion as a representative of production department?
Yes, Mr. Azizul. I have created 3 new designs of book based on children and youth interested in. Miss Aima, could you please table us the slide that I gave you before?
Sure.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Aima. Okay, everyone, please take a look at the PowerPoint. Okay, like I have said before, I have created three design of the book layout, right? Okay, the first one is a novel design. The book is composed entirely of letters written by various characters to each others, with a little bit of illustration. It's just a simple layout with colorful front cover. Graphic novel is usually taken to mean a long comic narrative for a mature audience, published in hardback or paperback and sold in bookstores, with serious literary themes and sophisticated artwork. Okay, next slide, Miss Aima, please. Okay, the second one is a storybook design. Children's storybooks quite literally come in all shapes and size, as well as all tones of voice, type of plots, and levels of vocabulary. Usually, a storybook comes in colorful, full of image, and everything is packed into a small number of words and pages. Next slide, please. Okay, and the last one is the third one is I call it a comic book designs. The key elements of comic books include panels, balloons, which is speech balloons, speech bubbles, text, and characters. Balloons are usually special containers of information that are related to a character using a tail elements. This design is full of illustration, and I believe the children will fall in love with it. That's all my design I've created. Thank you.
Interesting, Mr. Afnan. I particularly like the Anna Muslim theme, which has bright colors to attract prospective customers, especially children who are crazy about it after the release of the movie Anna Muslim. What do the rest of you think?
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, not a bad idea, yes.
Yes, we can even design our new books and a Muslim.
Sounds interesting.
So, Mr. Chairman, in that case, can I get my team to start working on it?
Yes, surely. You can start working on it with your team. Please see me at my office with your updated designs next Wednesday at 11 a.m.
Alright, Mr. Azizul, noted, and thank you very much.
Good. Let me summarize our discussion today then. So far, we have decided to collaborate with more suppliers for the gadgets. Next, fundraising from book sales promotion from 10% to 30%, and organizing a book review program to advertise other companies to contribute in Tinta mega project. And lastly, we will hold mobile library carnival, giving free e-book to children and youths who are affected, and design new books based on Ana Muslim theme.
I will have everything recorded in our next minute.
So, are we finished then?
Yes, I think so. It is almost 1 p.m. now. But before we end this meeting, are there other important matters to be brought up? Miss Afaf, Mr. Hazman, Miss Husaini, Mr. Afnan, Miss Aima?
Yes, instead of our program involve many peoples, yet we have to take it seriously in standard operating procedure (SOP) due to our current situation. So we have to make sure all of our staff are being fully vaccinated.
Miss Aima, could you please update the data of our staff vaccination status?
Sure, I will update in the next meeting.
Alright, thank you, Miss Aima. In that case, we shall meet again next Thursday at 9 a.m. Thank you for all contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.